If you're asked for your recommendation at this point, because the government is said to be considering using Dengvaxia again, would you recommend, with reservations or whatever, would you recommend?
I mean, the thing is this, right? I was a resource person for the Blue Ribbon Committee of the Senate when this was being discussed. All of the checks and balances within the Food and Drug Administration were violated. The processes of the Formulary Executive Committee, which is the expert committee of the government that advises the Secretary of Health on whether or not you can buy a particular drug, that was also railroaded. This drug was not in the General Appropriations Act, and therefore, it was not subjected to any open discussion, pulling out all of the knowledge or expertise in this country to decide on something. Now, for us in public health, we become very cautious about vaccines because in your lifetime, you'll only see a few new vaccines. I mean, in my lifetime as a doctor, 30 years, I've only seen hepatitis, HPV, human papillomavirus, and now Dengvaxia. So the eyes of the public health community in the Philippines is necessary, and the debate is necessary. The scrutiny, all of the checks and balances are necessary before we say we are going to bring in a vaccine that you could use for the expanded program of immunization.
Just quickly on, and I'd like to quickly ask both of you for ano. Kasi as Ed said kanina in the introduction, we say vaccine, people associate this with prevention, and people associate this with saving lives. We're calling Dengvaxia people very loosely, and from what they see, they say Dengvaxia is a vaccine, therefore it is prevention. And a lot of the debate, and as the hysteria, as you said, right now is a lot of people saying, na, see, had we went on with Dengvaxia, we could have prevented this outbreak. I just want to know from the both of you, is that an accurate term, or is that something that you would like to qualify to our viewers? Is that an answer? Is that a yes or a no? Had we continued on with Dengvaxia, would we not be in the current situation we are in right now? Susie, you're qualified. Is that a correct line or not?
I think it's absurd. I mean, this Dengvaxia was given to 9-year-old children in three regions. The effects of Dengvaxia, properly administered, if you see, where did the panic come from? The panic came from the fact that post facto, we had given the drug, and Sanofi says, you shouldn't give it unless you previously had dengue.
Exactly.
That was the cause of the panic.
That is the miscommunication that we really refer to Sanofi. In fact, they are remorseful about that.
No, but
severe dengue does not mean you will die from dengue.
They needed the entire population to use it up. But just to answer your question, Robbie.
Simple lang yung question eh.
Yeah.
Is it a preventive intervention or not?
It's an absurd proposition because a mosquito will not choose 9-year-olds. And a mosquito can bite anybody. So if you want this to work, you've got to vaccinate everybody.